haven't been outside all week. Like, maybe I've taken the garbage out, and that's about it.
Cassidy Quinn.
Hey guys, it's me, Cassidy Quinn. How are you doing? How's your day? I hope there's some joy involved. Today, we're gonna talk about 5 things you can do on any normal day to bring you joy. If you're new to my channel, you might not know that I have anxiety and depression. It's just something that I know is there. It's in my brain. I deal with it. I kind of love it. I mean, not like love it. It would be cool if my brain didn't just get sad and super anxious at random times. But what I love about it is the fact that it has made me aware of how my brain operates and how I need to take control of making it feel good. This video is inspired by a couple of things. I just got back from vacation where I spent essentially 9 days out in the wilderness. I was hiking through the Hoh rainforest. It was genuinely the most time I think I have ever spent away from the internet since I logged on to Facebook in high school. Wow, that's weird to think about. And when I got back home from that trip, I felt so great. My brain felt happy, my body felt strong, and then, you know, you go back to work and you're home and you're not on vacation. So I knew that very quickly I was going to be sucked back into the internet, sucked back into work and all the stresses of everyday life. And I immediately became very aware of the fact that I needed to take some steps to keep my brain and body feeling good before I let it tank. This realization came to me right before I scrolled on YouTube and found, see, I told you I got sucked back into the internet real quick. And I stumbled across a new video from the Vlog Brothers in which John Green quotes Hank Green's newest book, A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, and the quote is, "You will always struggle with not feeling productive until you accept that your own joy can be something you produce. It is not the only thing you make, nor should it be, but it is something valuable and beautiful." So today we're gonna produce our own joy. So here are my top 5 ways to bring joy to my brain when I need it most. And why these things actually help. Pamper yourself. This can cover all kinds of things. Like, don't immediately click away from this video if you're not a person who does your hair or your makeup or puts cute outfits on. For me, these pampering, joy-producing activities are painting my nails, doing a face mask, going to get a massage if that's something that A, you can do, like we're not in the middle of a pandemic, and B, you want to spend money on. Or even just like give yourself a foot massage. I invested in a couple of lacrosse balls a few months ago, and oh man, just sitting on the couch, putting the lacrosse ball on the ground and rolling it around under the bottom of my foot. Oh man, it feels so great. For me, this actually works to bring me joy because I feel like I'm doing something good for myself, even if it's not the typical form of being productive, like a face mask. I'm making my skin better. You know, you're doing something, and that feels good. Repot a plant. If you guys have been here on my channel for a while, you know that I love plants. But guys, not only can we love plants, plants can love us back. There have actually been studies that show that there's a specific type of bacteria in soil that produces serotonin, which you might know, literally makes our brains happy. Also for me, looking at plants and seeing new leaves pop up and just seeing that they are growing reminds me that I am also growing, and that makes me feel great too. Get outside. You guys probably know this one, but sometimes I know I need a reminder of this. Throughout this quarantine, there have been periods of time where I've just been inside a lot. Like, I'm working from home, I don't really go anywhere, I do my workouts inside the house, and then my brain starts to feel blah. And then I realize, I haven't been outside all week. Like, maybe I've taken the garbage out, and that's about it. And sometimes it feels like such an effort is required to get outside and do something. Like, you have to plan a hike, you have to pack for a backpacking trip, you have to get your ski gear to go skiing. You don't have to. Like, you, wherever you live, hopefully you can go on a walk. Go outside, literally stop and smell the flowers. There's vitamin D involved, and also, if you're moving faster, endorphins. Exercise, it's a real thing. that helps your brain. And for me, this works the best when I do get out of the city, when I get more than a few blocks away from my house, out into the wilderness, maybe or maybe not, where my phone doesn't work. And just being outdoors, in the mountains, by the water, wherever, reminds me that I'm just a very tiny part of this huge world. And maybe the minuscule things I was stressing out about that day don't actually matter. Meditate. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna interrupt your brain thinking that meditating isn't for you. You can't calm down, you can't sit still, it's not gonna work. You can do it. And if you want proof, go watch my video of me trying to meditate every single day for a month. Meditating calms your brain. It helps you learn that A, you're always learning because it is a practice. It's not something you're ever perfect at. That's not the point. And you learn to pick out thoughts in your brain and pick which ones to focus on and which ones you can let go. It's not about learning to get rid of all the thoughts in your brain, but being able to turn them on and off when you need to and be able to focus on the good ones. Also, there are a lot of apps which make it very easy. Personally, I use the Calm app. This is not sponsored, but maybe someday. For me, it works the best when I meditate at the beginning of my day because then I can't procrastinate it, I just get it done. It's not this little thing nagging me like, oh, I need to do that, I need to do that. And it genuinely makes my day better. And number 5, we're gonna go back to plants for a second, but it's okay, this doesn't have to relate to plants, but for me, it is drilling holes in plant pots. This seems really random, I know, but the reason this works for me is because it makes me feel very powerful. To put a power tool, a drill, in my hands, drill a hole in a hard piece of material that you wouldn't think I could just break myself. And it also gets out maybe a little bit of a destructive quality in me that just wants to break something sometimes. So this allows me to break something in a productive way. But say you're not a person that just likes to drill holes in plant pots in your spare time, you could do this in other ways. Hammer some pieces of wood together and build something. You could take a hammer and hang something on your wall that you've been procrastinating forever. You know you have one of those things. Or I don't know if they're open right now, but there is a thing called a rage room where literally the only point is to go in there and smash things, like throw it around, smash it on the floor. It looks like a great time, and you could probably recreate that in your basement. Now, I know I said this was a list of 5 things, but I have a bonus one that I don't actually want to admit to you. It's cleaning. I am not a clean person. Well, I'm clean. Like I took a shower today, but I tend to make messes, a lot of messes. And sometimes it takes until my sink is full of dishes, there's dirty clothes on the floor, and my brain just feeling sad and anxious. And then I realize, oh, cleaning the house will genuinely make me feel better. I put on a good podcast or some of my favorite music, and bam, just like that, I feel better. This is a very real cycle that people who have depression go through. You don't clean your house because you're feeling stressed out and you're sad and you just don't want to do anything, so you sit around and then your house gets messy and then that makes you more sad, and so then you want to do more things around the house even less, and then yeah, it just keeps going and going. But if you just stop the cycle and say, I'm gonna clean my house, Mom, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking, wow, it took you till you were 31 years old to finally listen to me. Yes, it did. But it just does make sense. If your surroundings that you are spending a lot of time in, if you look around and you go, oh, I like that, I like that, I like that, it brings joy to your brain. If instead you're looking around and going, oh, wore that outfit the other day, haven't moved it, oh, I need to do those dishes, oh, that thing I was supposed to return that I ordered online and I just haven't done it yet, then those are all the thoughts consuming your brain and you don't have room for all the happy ones. So yes, Mom, I will go clean my house after I finish shooting this video. Now, I also asked you guys on my social media, what do you do to give yourself a pick-me-up? And you guys had a lot of great ideas. A few of you said it's gardening. James had a wonderful idea of helping someone else. Austin loves to find something to watch that makes him laugh. Sue says there's a certain unnamed plant. I think I can guess the one that always puts her in a good mood. Jan goes out with her bestie for a nice shopping trip. Retail therapy. For me, it's more of a temporary joy that it brings. because then you like look at your bank statement later and you're like, oh, what did I do? But in the moment, it can help. Robin goes to get a mani-pedi. Roberto says finding and getting into new music can light up his brain and quickly improve his mood. And Ellen mentioned one of my personal favorites that I have not done in way too long, even before the pandemic, going to the movie theater, all alone. I know, if you haven't tried it, it sounds very weird, but just try it. Have some alone time, pick the movie you want to see. It doesn't matter what anyone else wants to see. Sneak in one of your favorite treats in your purse or something. Just don't tell the movie theater people I told you to do that. And then enjoy the movie. Laugh as loud as you want. Cry as much as you want. It does not matter because you will never see anyone around you ever again. Probably. So there you go. There are my top 5 things that I do to bring myself joy. And hopefully they can do the same for you. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, click the little bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video because that will bring me some joy. And I'll see you guys next week on Mental Monday, where we talk about things like this, our brains, our bodies, things that'll make us feel better. Bye!
We're at the blah blah blah. Okay. I think, right?
Yep. All right.